All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. And it's that freaking. Let me do this shit now. Wall Rose is locked up. Trump. Trump. I mean, shit. We all know it's Trump. It's Trump. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Investor Z? Yeah. Trump. Trump is the reason for this move. He's. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Trump said something about we'll read it. We'll read it. Um. But Trump did it. Shit. They thought that. I'm just so glad that Top Step brought gold back. So glad. Yeah, we know that they're lies, but he is the current seating president. So uh, I think, well, I think he's the current sitting president. So anything that he says has to be taken seriously, regardless if it's a lie or not. And it's gotten to the point to where I mean, it's as simple as buy the rumor and sell the news. And this is exactly what happened. Exactly. The reason why we got that pump is because Trump told aides he is willing to end the U.S. military campaign against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains largely closed. And this is the reason why we're seeing such a big move in the markets right now. Uh, Trump even Trump has not officially even come out and said this, or at least it's not being reported as such. It's saying that he told his aides that he's willing to do this, and spy the rumor, sell the news. So if Trump comes out and say I didn't say that shit, you better believe that shit gonna go down. You better believe it's going back down. I mean, it's gonna go probably go back down anyway. We already know how these Trump pumps how they operate. We already know that. We know that it's gonna be we're seeing a big move, and we're going to see a complete reversal of this move. I mean, we've seen this already. We've seen it multiple times. So uh, mm. Gold is going crazy right now. Gold just pushed. Damn, gold is still pushing up, man. It is still pushing up. Gold is literally so it bounced from 510, and it's now so it bounced up at I mean so far 130 points on gold. That's insane. That is insane, man. You said that that seems like bad news to you. Well, I guess it really depends. Hold on. Mm, that's interesting. I mean, it really depends. I mean, the man is suggesting, or at least it's rumored that he's suggesting that uh, if Iran keeps the Strait of Hormuz closed, then he's willing to end the war or the military campaign. You can't say that word. The military operation or military campaign or whatever word they're using. They're willing to end that. Which honestly, uh, like I said, I would agree. I mean, he's losing so much credibility. He's losing so much. I think they said that his approval ratings are at record lows, and to somebody like me or like every normal, I mean normal everyday people, just think about like how regular people feel when they get ratioed or when a lot of people talk about them online, just normal people. Now, times that by 10, and that's how politicians feel when they're being attacked or people are disliking them. Their whole, I mean, their part of the game is to get as much people on their side as possible. That's the game that they play. And once they lose following, once they lose influence, once they lose their base, because I mean they're as strong as their base, they're as strong as their amount of influence, and that's why I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that Drewski skit of what's her name, Erica Kirk. It's pretty well known that Erica Kirk and JD Vance is allegedly planning on uh going 2028 Vance and damn, what's her name, Kirk and Vance or Vance and Kirk or whatever for the 2028 presidential run. And that skit puts her in a bad light. And that's why she's so angry. Honestly, she does. I mean, she's doing it to herself. Uh, before all this war in Iran, JD Vance was probably a shoe-in to be the next president. I feel that everything was. I mean, obviously there are things that a lot of people won't agree with, but compared to what people felt that they went through with the Democrats, with them attacking their kids and doing this and that and trying to, bully people into accepting a lifestyle, calling men or women men or all that crazy ass shit. They said, "You know what? It's not that bad." But this war in Iran and everything that's coming along with it, it's with the gas prices, the TSA and everything, the long lines at the airports, the high prices at the gas station. It's too much. It's a disruption of life. And we're going to see that at the polls, or they're going to see that at the polls. Groceries are expensive. I mean, shit, I'm already used to it. I don't buy bullshit anyway, so I already know I gotta spend money on groceries, man. I already know that I have to do that. So that's nothing new for me. That's always been a reality for me is that I have to spend a lot of money on groceries. But a lot of people can't handle $100 grocery bill. A lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people can't handle a $200 grocery bill. And it's just be for two or three things and they got a house full of people to feed. You ain't gonna get people to show up and vote for you when that's their reality. They starving and they hungry. You cut off the EBT, and not only did you cut off the EBT, you said that they can't get no cookie and cakes and shit. So, mm, yeah, so I'll be surprised. Uh, I prefer to be an observer. I prefer to be an observer. I prefer to just sit back and watch how things play out and not participate in any of it because I understand it's all bullshit. But yeah, oil is the world's currency. Yeah, that's definitely true. Honestly, I mean, it wasn't a winning. I mean, it's obvious that Israel set up the United States to fail. It's obvious that Israel is using the Epstein files, like the real files, the ones that they ain't really showing nobody. They're blackmailing the politicians, and I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, you really don't need a. It's not rocket science or nothing. It's obviously that they're being blackmailed. But supposedly, allegedly, they got bad intel. They said if you crush their leadership, everything will collapse. But I mean, that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. I mean, even animals have a hierarchy. Animals. You take out the leader, there's always somebody that's going to step up. There's never going to be a situation where you kill a leader and there's nobody that's already in line to be the successor. That's never a reality. Never. You would have to kill everybody. Everybody would have to go if that's the case. And so honestly, I don't understand why anybody would even come to that conclusion. I don't understand that. But this is definitely a stain on Trump's legacy. So I mean, if this is true, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. Well, I think so. You're absolutely right about the opening it up to the U.S. I think Iran has stated that it's open to everybody else as long as they transact in the Chinese currency, the yuan. But the Strait of Hormuz is basically a shortcut, really. They can actually just go around. Obviously, that adds to travel expenses. It's going to take longer for this product to get to where it needs to go if they have to go around it instead of going through it. So it's not necessarily. It's more of an inconvenience, or at least that's based on a video that I've seen. It's more of an inconvenience. It's to have to travel around it versus going straight through it. You said they can't go around. Why is that, Cave Trader? Why can't they go around it? What's preventing them from going around it? I've seen a lot of economies already being affected by the no gas or no oil. I'm seeing stuff from Australia. Don't know how true it is, especially with today's internet. But if it's true that they don't have certain products in their stores and their shelves are empty, that is insane. If that's true, that is insane. Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. Mm. Hmm. Mm. Hey, what's up? What's up, Tony? What's up, Alfred? Actually, Go was pretty nice to me off stream. Go was pretty nice. I didn't even know I got filled. I came back to some money. I didn't even know she filled my order. Good thing I put it there. It really turned my day around. Mm. It really turned my day around. Our boy Smith is making money in ES right now because of that Trump pump. Making money because of the Trump pump. Mm. You say you shorted MCL and it went faster than you thought it would? Let's look at that. Let's look at MCL. Dang. Okay. Oh wow. All right. So it's pretty obvious why Trump said what he said. I didn't know that. I didn't know oil actually went. I didn't know we were in the 100s. This is why he said what he said. Or actually, I mean, I got to take that back because he hasn't officially come out and said it. This was a rumored by his aides. This is all speculation, but this is, I mean, if you want to get oil prices down, if you want to get them down, just say something. It's like, yeah, we're thinking about in the war, even if they keep the Strait of Hormuz closed, and boom, just like that, the price of oil goes down. Hmm. I'm just so glad that I have the opportunity of not commuting to work. I have not filled my gas tank up in like months, months, months. I think I filled my shit. Actually, I don't even think I filled my. Actually, that's not true. I was about to say, did I even fill it up this year? The last time I filled my gas tank up was probably towards like the end of January. It's about to be April. Shit, I do not drive. I go up and down the street on the weekends, and that's it. But Monday through Friday, I'm here with you guys. I'm here with you guys. So I'm just glad that I don't have to commute. Mm. Mm. Shit, MNQ, MES. You know what, man? Let's look at MES, man. Maybe maybe let's look at MES. Let's look at MES, man. I mean, our boy Smith is trading MES, man. I can't leave him by himself. Can't leave him by himself. So shit. I mean, if he trading the ES again, I gotta do my homework on the ES. That's what we gotta do. God damn, $130? What kind of car did that person have? A Hellcat? A Maserati? Maseratis do not get good gas mileage. My brother went and bought a Mazda. He went out and bought one. Shit, talking about that, man. We was talking about that shit since I remember. Shit, when was that? Like 2018. It's like, man, I'm about to pull up in my Maserati and shit. Took him a while, but now he got that shit. All right, let's look at this. Oh, so yeah, okay. Yeah, man, I'm gas like so I had a BMW truck and so this was back all the way out shit. Man, how long ago was this? This was before I came to Texas. Uh, was working at a shipyard. I think 2016, because I remember coming to Texas in 2017. So 2016, 2015, somewhere around that time, I had to commute from, I think it was like a 30-minute commute back and forth in a BMW truck. And, I was speeding in that shit. So that didn't make it any better. I think I had to put like $90 in it every week, which ate up a good portion of the check. It got to the point that I think one week I had to sleep at the shipyard overnight. I was like, dude, I ain't ever doing this shit again. You had to ignore all your fears because at the shipyard that shit get real dark, real dark. Only car in the by myself in the it was like in the cut. Got real dark. Had to sleep at the shipyard so I can be there in the morning. And your mind start racing and be like, oh man, what if there's like a Jason or a killer out here? I was like, man, shit, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm just about to go to sleep, man. Shit, if they get me, they get me. I'm going to sleep. I ain't sleep that night. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I ain't sleep that night. And I told myself, I was like, man, this ain't it, man. This is not it. Not it. And the crazy thing is, I think I worked there for like maybe hmm, I think I worked there for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then I found something else. It was right down the street from the house at the time. And then after that, I just came to Texas. And that was the start of my journey again. Like I've already shared this with you guys, but I've started all of my careers here in Texas. Every single one. I'm not even from Texas. But I came to Texas for the military. I came back because my family was here in Texas and I started welding. And then after welding, went into IT. And then as I'm in IT now, I started trading here. And I didn't even realize until I really sat and thought about it. I was like, dang, Texas, this must be magic city for me, I guess, because everything started here. Everything. Texas. Dude, honestly, I never really got why people liked Hummers. I didn't get the craze, man. I didn't get it. Like, why have a Hummer? Why? All right, so let's look at the ES, man. Let's look at the ES, man. mm, Well, like I said, the good thing about the ES is that all the tools work for ES. So I can pull up Bookmap, and honestly, I Bookmap is so accurate on the ES. I mean, you can kind of get away with that. You can kind of get away with it because it's not lying. It's not lying. Our boy Smith said that he made $1,300 on MES, and he started his account with $296. Our boy Smith be out here grinding. Congratulations, man. He literally 5, 6x his money. 5, 6x his money. I still don't under. Yep. I still don't know how y'all guys can trade the Nasdaq, man. That's. uh, Yeah, I must have lost touch with the Nasdaq, man. Like, I must have lost touch because I was talking to Alfred earlier. I was like, dude, I haven't looked at the Nasdaq in so long. Haven't really looked at it in terms of like mapping it out, uh, doing the measured moves, looking for ranges, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, where do you get in at? Like, dude, how are you confident in the move? This shit is just doing shit at this point. I was like, dude, that shit. I had to give it up. Give Alfred his flowers. I was like, man, how are you doing this shit? How? How? Hmm. Yeah, I know, man, but honestly, so I guess how I approach the markets is it's mostly mathematical with some price action. I'm not going to get into a trade because it's going down or because we had a big move because I've already seen for myself that news only facilitates trades. The news doesn't influence the move. It's just it gets priced to where it needs to where it's already going to go to faster without price action, but the market was already going to make this move because it hit like a measured move or it hit an order block or it hit a fair value gap, whatever the fuck it hit. It hit it. And but instead of doing this right here where it chops, and it needs to collect liquidity and engineer it just so it can make the move, it just does the move straight up because it's a news move. But it was going to do this anyway because it hit like an order block. I mean, if you look to the left, you see that. Oh well, probably can't see it. But if you just look to the left, you can see that. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a range. It swept the range, a liquidity underneath the range, and you got to push higher. I mean, it's. I know the market is mathematical. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen it. I've back tested it for myself. I know it's all math. But I just like it. I mean, this is if I trade the ES, if I trade ES with Smith, if I trade the ES, I need to see stuff like this. I just need it to react that structure. I don't like it. I don't like trading instruments where there is just no consistency and where I'm gambling and I'm just hoping that it works. I need this. I want to mark out my areas. I want to mark out my highs and lows. I want to see a reaction at this high. If I take a trade here, I need to see this. I need to see it reject. Because if I'm looking for a trade, this is the trade I'm looking for right there. And with the ES, I don't have to trade the MES. I can just straight up trade the ES. Because I mean shit, if I don't want to make money, all I have to do is trade the ES, the MES if I don't want to make money. Because we all know that on one ES contract, you have to make 20 points to make $1,000. We can take advantage of that. So honestly, in my opinion, unless you have to, you're not going to catch me trading the MES. But because not only am I not making money, I'm paying commissions on those contracts. You say that you like trading the MES? Ah shit, yeah. Hmm. Well, I don't mind trading the ES. I mean, we've made 20K on ES. I mean, we've made a lot of money on ES, but I was in like 6 ES contracts. I mean, we've made 20K on the Nasdaq too. Made 20K on gold. I mean, I think 20K is just that, I don't know, a psychological number. I mean, we've done it on gold, we've done it on Nasdaq, we've done it on ES. But it was a lot of leverage. A lot of leverage. We can kind of do that on ES though. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me look this up. Let me look this up. Uh, Yeah, VWAP on the ES is crucial. If you're an ES trader and you're not using VWAP, like I said, every indicator works for ES. Every single one. Mm. So my only thing, point of control, value area highs and lows, VWAP, DOM. So the thing about the ES, you just have to determine what tool you want to use, because every tool can be like a can be an overload of information, which causes paralysis. Which causes paralysis. Yeah, we were just talking about you, Smith. We was just talking about you. I think the chat is open if you want to come and talk about it, but yeah, the chat is open if you want to hop on. But I was saying that since my boy Smith, my trading partner, has traded ES. Oh shit. Can't let you trade ES alone. And honestly, I think maybe you should stay on ES. I think ES will probably be a better fit. See, that's what's up. Our boy said that he's catching the bottom of the move. I mean, the Nasdaq is kind of, man. I don't know, man. I know y'all guys love the Nasdaq. I know everybody got love for the Nasdaq. I mean, I know everybody got love for the Nasdaq. I gotta find the right. Mm. Let's look and see how that looks. I might keep it that way though, but we'll see how this looks. We'll see how this does 162 picked up. What the is going on between the sheets and my have a bit of this about Damn, you gotta have $200 in your account to have a one micro gold trade? That's insane. That is insane. Hmm. I just fear the well, oh well, like I said, this is just this is just Ooh, this cat looks real familiar. Why don't I know you from somewhere? A long time ago. I don't think so. Yeah. I feel I know you, brother, very well. No, you're mistaking me for someone. Hey Smith, you shouldn't use dollar amounts. You're gonna become euphoric. Smith is gonna become euphoric, guys. I told Smith earlier today. I was like, dude, you're gonna be euphoric. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's look at that. Because I didn't really think to do that. Well, I didn't really think to trade ES neither, so. Alright, so let's look at that. Huh, that's interesting. Why is the 1 minute kind of clean on the ES? That's kind of clean on the ES right there. That's kind of clean. See how the 5 minute look on the ES. See how the 15 minute looks on the ES. I'll just say this about the ES though. This thing chops, yo. I got a 1600 tick chart on ES right now, and this thing still looks the same. Man, these candles are small for an 1800 tick chart. 225. Yeah, no matter how shit, no dang. ES chops, man. This is insane. Let me show y'all guys what I'm looking at, man. This is insane. This is literally insane of the ES. Literally insane. This is a gold chart. This is a Nasdaq chart. I mean, we expect this from the Nasdaq, but this is the ES. MES 06-26. All right, so this is an ES chart, and this is a 15. This is almost a 1600 tick chart, right? 1600 ticks. You see how small these candles are? Every single one of these candles represents 1600 ticks. That is insane. Insane. It's like a 2500 tick chart. This is a 2600, almost a 2600 tick charts, and the candles are still small. You said I'm being tempted by ES now? Nah, I'm not being tempted by ES. I just find it interesting that the charts are like this. I just find that interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. That's interesting. You say you may try it? Mm. I mean, like I said, the only reason why I'm trading is because my trading partner. I can't leave him. Even though I can't, I can't stand it yet. Hmm. Hmm. That is 10 points though. Hmm. Maybe I can take advantage of that. And that does remind me of that though. Looking at the ES reminds me of the first time when I went viral on Twitter. Had almost 1 million views because of an ES trade. An ES trade gave me my first viral moment on social media. Believe it or not. And that's when I was 10 toes deep with Nasdaq. I didn't even like the ES for real. Isn't it crazy? Like why does that work? Why is it that when you don't give attention to the things that you don't care about, those are the ones that gives you the blessings? Those are where you find your success at. But then you try to be successful with something. You try to pursue something that you want, and then you're met with all these obstacles that get in the way. Why the hell is that? Why the hell is that? I don't like ES. I don't even think about this instrument at all. I don't like the way it walks. I don't like the way it talks. I don't like the way it moves. I don't like the ES. And yet I have to give my success, or not my success, but my first viral moment to ES. Hmm. Hmm. It wasn't even 10 points. It wasn't even 10 points. Excuse me. It wasn't even 10 points. I wasn't even 10 points either. But the 1 minute chart on the ES is kind of clean though. I didn't expect it to be this clean. All right, I mean, honestly, I think I just have to. What I have to do is just pick one, pick a tick size, and just stick to it. 'm have to do some rocket science on this damn thing. Mm. 25. No, I ain't tell him that. I ain't tell him. I thought you was gonna tell him. It's your story to tell. It's your story to tell, Smith. I was about to say, hold up. You talk about tomorrow. It's like, hold on, tomorrow's Friday? Nah. Well, good shit though. 399. Hmm. Hmm. That's good enough. Okay. All right, guys. I guess we can do that then. I just have to go back into the lab with the ES. I'll trade the ES, even though I don't particularly care to do it. I'll trade the ES. So ES and gold, and I'm not going to switch it again. I'll trade ES and gold. So for anybody that's traded ES, we got it. Nasdaq, I'll trade it in a practice account, but I don't know what kind of shit she on right now. So shit, hopefully. And then honestly, I mean, look at all these calls that were swept at the end of the session on the Nasdaq. This kind of tells me that, hold on, when do they expire? They expire tomorrow. There's a lot of calls bought at the end of yesterday's session that expire tomorrow. So they bought the Q. So the strike they bought. So they bought in the money calls, or this person bought in the money calls. This one, yeah. I mean, I'll just say that this one was at the money. They bought at the money. They bought at the money here. So it seemed like somebody was loading up the boat at the end of yesterday's session. Let's look at the Qs. I mean, they don't make money. They could be right overnight. Right now, they're right overnight. Right now. They're right overnight right now. You know, it used to be able to see where price was in pre-market. I wonder why they don't do that anymore. So I wonder where the Qs are right now. Let me see if any of these other apps can kind of tell me where the Qs are. CMB, NC, or something like that. Do I still got it on this? CNBC. US stocks. SPY. Where are the Qs? That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. This may be wrong, or they probably haven't properly updated it yet, but they're saying that the Qs is actually down $2 overnight. It's saying that right now is at 56. I'll do it. Okay. I would have to probably get a separate account for ES though. I'm not going to trade ES on any of my pre-existing accounts. Oh, it says it's at 563. Okay, yeah, that made more sense. There's no way that this thing went down $2 when the market literally just makes this big push overnight, and then we got these calls coming in at the end of the day, and it looks like they bought them all at the same time. It was like at 4 IV for calls, so these things probably was cheap. These things were $83. This was $83, $39. Yeah, these calls were cheap. This person bought 12 at $3.36. So that was actually 336 right here. This is when I guess Ivy was going up. So I guess they probably bought it as it was going up. Yeah, somebody was definitely sweeping calls at the end of the day. So this one expires on April 1st. These expire today. These expire tomorrow. April 1st. So they bought 150 at $571. I wonder why. Yeah. I mean, it must be good to know. I mean, shit. If you know John Barron, I'm about to put out a tweet. Get your positions. I'm about to drop a tweet on him. Manipulate the markets. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And shit, you already know how that shit go. And when you're an options trader, you really can't think about what you're doing. You have to execute. You have to pre-plan and you have to execute because you already know. You first off, majority of the time you're going to be right overnight. As soon as the market as soon as the market opens, the conditions change, and what was a beautiful short opportunity turns into a short squeeze opportunity, and you become liquidity for everybody else. That's the main reason why I switched over from options to futures. I didn't know futures even existed until I came across this video talking about they use the ES futures to trade SPY to add confluence to their trade. And I was like, what the fuck is a futures? I saw that futures was trading overnight, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is where I need to be at. This is where I need to be at. And it's so crazy. It's so surreal. I've traded options for so long. 0 DTEs. And somehow, some way, I found my way over here to futures. And I haven't looked back. This could be so. So we got all this liquidity building at 4,600 on gold. You can see on the session volume profile, there's a lot of volume. There's a lot of transactions here at this level right here. So, I'm going to put on a trade, but it's going to be in the sim. I usually don't take trades like this. I acknowledge that there's liquidity sitting at this level, but I usually don't take trades at this level. But what I have seen to be consistent about, at least with gold, is that if you see a bunch of liquidity building up at one area like this, it's usually for a reason, and it usually works. Usually. So So I'm going to take a trade at 600. I mean, this thing might come all the way down to the 50 EMA though. Well, actually, I'm on the wrong time frame. Oh, yikes. That's worse. Okay. Watch this shit just work. All right, so we're getting a reaction from that area where we saw all those orders building up at 4,600. So we'll see what they do here. I think they're going to probably sweep, but then I think this level should hold. I think it should. I haven't seen Bookmap be wrong yet. They'll definitely try to hold this level. I mean, if they don't hold it, we could see a flush here, but nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Bookmap be wrong. When there's orders building up at one level, this tends to happen. So, that was about 4 points from the entry. We'll see. We'll see how this performs. We'll see. We'll see how far it goes. Damn. Shit, up 7 points from the entry. 7.5 points from the entry. Shit, maybe a point in drawdown, if that. Yeah, so 2 points, almost like about a point in 3 ticks, 4 ticks, point in 4 ticks. Yeah. I mean, if we get a pop up here, my target should be hit. Should be, but mm. Oof. You know, honestly, I'm surprised at the market. I mean, we do see a range here though. So I guess we have to expect at least some resistance there. Oof. Mm. Mm. I would have to do some serious back testing with ES before I start taking it serious. So, I mean, even if we get stopped out here, this is, like I said, a practice trade here. Actually, let me see. 5946. So even if we get stopped out here, this was actually a pretty good trade. So this was actually a almost a 10-point trade. This was 9.9. I mean, we're gonna round it up to 10. There's a 10-point trade right here. And it looks like we got some more liquidity building up right there at 590. I don't see any volume right there. There's not a lot of activity at this area. You can see that all like the curve is right here around in a range between 595 and about 603. That's where we see the curve. This is where we're seeing all the activity on gold here. And so having all this liquidity build up at this level, that's interesting. If I see a big green bubble absorbing all these orders, then I know that, okay, there we go. There's our big green bubble right there. We speak of the devil shall come. So the buyers absorbed all these sell orders that was sitting right here. We'll see if price kind of comes down or the market continues to go up. So we'll see. But Yeah, it's highly likely that we'll probably see the market try to come back down and try to grab that liquidity over there at 590. Like I said, there's nothing right here. I'm surprised that the market, what's the market trying to grab here? There's literally nothing in this area. I just want to, if I'm waiting for something to happen, I just want it to happen. I don't want to play these stupid games. And gold used to do this crap until it started doing another crap. Mm. Mm. Okay. All right, guys. I'm out of time for this session. Mm. I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we will definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on jabbing.